Buonasera everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Noura and today is a very exciting day for me. It finally arrived, my BDK samples. I have here all the line. I have every single fragrance except of one, the Oud one, Oud Abramat I think it's called, which was sold out when I placed my order. They actually sent a handwritten note with the purchase. Thank you. This is so nice. This is actually very nice. I am really touched by the handwritten note. I will start with like the fresh fragrances first. So I have here Citrus Riviera and Salle d'Anjan. I think it's pronounced this way. I'm so sorry if anyone who knows French is listening. I know, I'm trying. I'm still learning. So let's start with Citrus Riviera. So I guess from the name, this is a citrusy, yeah, fresh fragrance, and it is. Of course, I can't speak about longevity and sillage, so stay tuned for the follow-up. I will talk about all these stuff. Yeah, first impression, I like it a lot. Quite fresh, unisex, and ideal for the summer. I get lemon, some sweetness, and some aromatic or woody note that makes this quite beautiful. So this fragrance reminds me like of Acqua di Parma vibe, like this fresh citrusy. Okay, let me read you the notes very quickly. It has Italian lemon, yes, you can smell it. Italian mandarin, neroli, fig. Interesting. The fig I didn't get actually at all actually. Watery notes, orange blossom, green accord, eucalyptus. Okay, this is the one. I think this is the one. Yeah, eucalyptus. This gives me really nice flashbacks. Immortelle, jasmine, strawberry. I don't get it at all. Haitian vetiver, Indonesian patchouli leaf, white musk, and tonka beans. I mostly get the lemon, the eucalyptus, mandarin. Yeah, this is what I mostly get in this fragrance for now. By the way, guys, if you go on the BDK site, you will find that they have a very interesting description of their fragrances. It's like the fragrance depicts like a situation, an atmosphere, and it's really nice. I will not read all the description. You can go on their website and read them, and I highly recommend it. It's really nice to know like the inspiration and what was he thinking when he created the perfume. And with Citrus Riviera, it picked south of France during summer, like the sun, the water, heat, the whole atmosphere. So that was Citrus Riviera. Next again is a freshie. This is Salle d'Anjan. So from the name, I guess it has some salty notes. This is a unisex but leaning masculine in my opinion. Okay, I smell salt and some, yeah, very woody. It's quite woody. So this one is not so citrusy like Citrus Riviera. It's more woody and has a musky note. Not my favorite, I have to say. This is not a kind of fragrance that I like. Yeah, but it's nice. It's really nice. So let me read you the notes. You have top notes of salt. Yes, you can smell it, this salty note. A bergamot and grapefruit. Mid notes you have Tunisian orange blossom, Madagascar ylang ylang, galbano. In the base you have ambroxan, cashmeran, izui super, and white musk. I guess the ambroxan and izui super gives this very woody smell to this fragrance because both of them are quite woody. So if you don't know, ambroxan and izui super are both synthetic notes, and you may recognize ambroxan from Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, and Izui Super from Molecule 01. I like it, but it's not my favorite, let's say like that. Now let's go to like the dark bottles. Let's start with French Bouquet. And I do remember seeing a review of French Bouquet, and I remember they said it was very aldehydic. Interesting. I don't like aldehydes actually. Oh yeah, very aldehydic. I almost can't recognize any notes. The aldehydes are really strong in this fragrance, and I do remember not like the review I saw, they didn't like it either. So notes, you have top aldehydes, coriander, bergamot. Mid you have jasmine, rose, orange blossom, so quite floral. Base you have tobacco, labdamen, tonka bean, violet, patchouli, sandalwood and vetiver. This is an homage to the legacy of the French perfumes in the 1970s. So it's really, yeah, it smells really vintage. Aldehydes are too strong. Now it's getting a little bit not so aggressive, and you can quite get a little bit of powderiness, muskiness, and quite some flower notes, but definitely not for me. It's really vintage. So this was French Bouquet. Next, let's try Tabac Rose. So from the name, I guess it's a tobacco rose combination. It's quite sweet. Yeah, you get the tobacco. Oh, this is nice. It's quite oriental and spicy. Yeah, the sweetness is now, it's not so predominant like when I first smelled this. So again, a unisex, leaning masculine. So to my nose, I smell mostly the tobacco. Now it's really drying down. The sweetness is almost gone. Not totally, but yeah. I like this one. I like it a lot actually. So let me read you the notes. Top notes, you have plum, Italian lemon and pink pepper. In the mid you have Turkish rose, chocolate, cinnamon. This is really interesting. Yeah, maybe it's the plum, but cinnamon I don't get so much, or the chocolate. The base you have tobacco, Indonesian patchouli leaf, Spanish labdanum. This is a tribute to rose and like bringing out some aspect of rose that are not exactly typical. So they did a great job in like doing that. This is absolutely beautiful. Next I have Creme de Cuir. I'm butchering the name, I'm sure. So from the name, I guess it's a leather fragrance. Citrusy. It's kind of a bergamot, like bergamot, grapefruit. Citrusy with some musk. So I think like all of them have like a musky undertone. Now I am getting a little bit of leather, but it's very shy. It's not a very like predominant note. Okay, this is for me quite masculine again. Yeah, I smell the leather, but yeah, so I smell in the beginning it was very citrusy, then musk came out, and now the leather. It's quite delicate. Let me read you the notes. In the top you have pineapple, mandarin orange, grapefruit, bergamot. In the middle notes you have white suede, sandalwood, pink pepper, not so much. Base you have cashmere and vanilla birch, white musk, grey musk, and yeah, I don't get so much all of these notes actually. I get musk and leather. Yeah, quite unique. And not what I expected at all, but it's nice. Not something that I would wear, but it's really good. Next I have Wood Jasmine. Ooh. This is very strong. Ooh. Quite strong. Very boozy. To my nose, this is a very boozy scent. Quite resinous. Definitely an oriental, but I can't pick up notes. It's quite resinous, like balsamic, you know. I guess maybe some smokiness, maybe incense. So this is definitely a very like unusual jasmine. Again, quite masculine. Let me read you the notes because yeah, it's very balsamic, very oriental, very strong fragrance. So top notes you have plum and pear. Middle notes you have jasmine, sambac, Egyptian jasmine, artemisia, Turkish rose. Base you have Peru, I think it's Peru balsam, incense, Madagascar vanilla, Spanish labdanum, cypriol oil or nagamota, Indonesian patchouli leaf. And what this fragrance depicts is like a mysterious woods with a fairy. So I'm not going to tell whole the story, but this is like the vibe. For me, when I smell this fragrance, I think about a temple, you know, like in India or something. This is not exactly my taste. I love jasmine, not like that. So let's go through like the white, like these fragrances. Let's start with Nuit de Sable. So first impression, quite aromatic, quite masculine. This is for me definite masculine fragrance. Oh, spicy, it's very spicy, it's a very spicy scent. So to my nose I smell rose and cardamom and some other spices, but I don't know exactly. Yeah, there's another spice here. It's quite woody, quite spicy, quite masculine. So, and by the way, when I say masculine or feminine, this is like, for me, you can wear whatever you want. I definitely wear some fragrances that people say are masculine. So this is just my opinion. I'm not sure I'm liking this one. I don't get the scent so much, so no, this is not a fragrance that I even would love to smell on my husband, for example. Not my vibe, let's say. So let me read you the notes. Top notes you have sandalwood, nutmeg, maybe this is what I'm smelling, Guatemalan cardamom. Mid you have Turkish rose, rose and sand. Base nutmeg, tonka bean, ambroxan again, and musk. So here it depicts like in the garden of Palais Royal, or the Royal Palace, I assume what it means. And you have the sweetness of roses and so. And again, it's like a depiction of a situation. I really highly recommend going to their website and like reading the depiction. It's quite nice. I like it. Next, let's try Tubereuse Imperiale. Oh, I guess from the name again, it's a tuberose fragrance. Wow. Oh. This is mine. Love at first sniff. Gorgeous. So this is not your earthy, like your earthy kind of green tuberose. This is quite creamy. It reminds me like the creaminess of Vert Malachite. Gorgeous. Wow. Okay, from my reaction to this fragrance, I am almost sure I will find benzoin and cashmeran and tuberose, of course. Right? And I think there are some yellow flowers. It has some like really sweet kind of flowery notes. So we have top notes geranium, rose bay willow. Oh my god, this is like I can't pronounce this. You will find it written here, but I can't pronounce it. Mid notes you have Indian tuberose, ylang ylang, jasmine sambac, Egyptian jasmine and iris. Base you have Madagascar vanilla, benzoin, Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Sandalwood, cashmere and incense. Wow, incense. Singapore patchouli and cypress. Really interesting. I don't get any of these. Oh, so beautiful. If you like Vert Malachite from a Giorgio Armani, Armani Privé line, you will love this one. Definitely. The other one is Jasmin and this one is Tubereuse. Beautiful, beautiful. I have no words for it. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. Next, I have Bouquet de Hongrie. I guess this is like a floral. I don't know. In my mind, when I read like the name, I guess it's more like a floral, delicate fragrance, quite fresh. Yeah, exactly how I imagined it. Say. I love it. Oh, now we are talking, BDK. It's quite delicate, airy, floral. I get roses. Yeah, it has some fruity aspect to it. So it's a fruity floral, but for me it's more floral. Like it's not really sweet. Maybe musk. It has some powderiness. I like it. I like it a lot, but I have to test this one for longevity and sillage. But it's really nice, really nice. I like it a lot. Let me read you the notes. So top notes you have pear, strawberry. Yes, strawberry. This is what I'm spelling. Cassis. I don't get like this cassis note in so much. Mid notes you have Turkish rose. Yes, jasmine, sambac, Lorenox. Base you have musk, cedar and amber. Amber. I don't get it so much. Yeah, for me when I smell this fragrance I see like a woman dressed in quite a flowy dress, you know, quite bohemian, quite feminine, sitting in a park. So reading like the depictions they have of this fragrance, I guess this one is quite like they did a good job in representing like the atmosphere they are looking for. So it's quite like a very delicate feminine woman getting ready and then heading to the balcony, which is full of flowers and overlooks the garden of the royal palace. So very delicate feminine woman like they are depicting. But when I smell it, I have even more delicate and even more feminine. Next, let's try Gris Charnel. And this one is very hyped up in the fragrance community. So, I guess it was one of the favorites of Demi Rowling, if I'm not mistaken. This is quite different, quite musky. Woody, very woody, and some spiciness. Maybe again cardamom, I think. For me, this is a delicate woody fragrance, definitely unisex, leaning masculine, but yeah, unfortunately this is not for me, but it's actually pretty nice actually. It has something about it that like captures you, but I'm not sure like if I would wear it. But if I smell this fragrance on someone, I would be like, I would compliment it. A woman or a man who wears this fragrance. But I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it. I hope I'm making sense. So let me read you the notes. So top notes you have cardamom. Yeah, this is cardamom, fig, black tea. Mid notes you have iris, bourbon, vetiver. Base you have sandalwood and tonka. It's a very pleasant scent. And actually I think this is kind of fragrances that when you play with them and apply them again and again, you will eventually love it. Yeah, but for now it's not like something that I'm going to put on my wish list, but again I will play with. Next is Ce Soir. I like it. quite sexy. Fruity, floral, so it's not exactly what I expected, but it's quite nice. I like it. I smell orange blossom, which is not exactly one of my favorite notes, but it doesn't bother me so much, but I have to check, maybe it's not orange blossom. It has some moodiness, so this is for me a fruity floral with some moody undertones. Quite potent, quite sexy actually. So let me check for the notes. Top notes you have mandarin orange, ginger and black pepper. I don't get the black pepper, I have to say. Mid notes you have quince. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Moroccan jasmine, orange blossom. Yeah, see, I told you. I smell orange blossom. Base notes you have cashmere and amberwood, Singapore patchouli. This is like date night fragrance. So from the description, yeah, they get it like quite right. So it's like a sexy boss kind of a woman is going on a Thursday night out to a bar and dancing and playing hard to get. So last I have the one that I am dying to try, because this one is actually why I placed the whole order. So as I said in my video where I shared all my wish list for 2021, I am looking forward to explore more cherry fragrances, like like a kind of a cherry boozy fragrances, because I quite like it. So I read that Rouge Smoking is exactly what I am looking for. So let's see. No. This is not a cherry that I am looking for. I smell a very like a mix of cherry and vanilla, like a dessert. And I was really intrigued by like Rouge Smoking, like the smoky part. I don't get the smoky part so much. So musky, powdery, cherry, vanilla fragrance. The smoky part I don't get. So okay, let's look for the notes. So top notes you have cherry, pink pepper and bergamot. Mid you have black vanilla, heliotrope, orange blossom, tonka, and the base you have tonka bean, cashmere wood, white musk, labdanum, violet and broxen. I think this fragrance would smell perfect if some incense or like tobacco was added to. The sweetness now is a little bit toned down, but no, unfortunately not my vibe. So if you like sweet fragrances, this is for you. Yeah, I will play with it, but not my favorite. So let's wrap up everything. Overall, I like it. I'm not impressed by every single smell. So let me rank all of the fragrances. I only have two fragrances I absolutely don't like. Nuit de Sable and French Bouquet. Vintage, no, I don't like it. I just don't have words for it. So both of them I don't like. This is again my opinion. For me, both of them are a definite no. Then I will have to go with Creme de Cuir. It's so delicate, I hardly smell it now, but again I'm testing a lot of fragrances, but even my first impression was not like really impressed. So Creme de Cuir is not for me. Next will be Salle d'Argent. It's not bad, but not my vibe, let's say it like that. Next I will have to go with Wood Jasmin. This one, it's quite, it's a nice fragrance, but not for me, again. It's quite potent, quite woody. Now I smell more the jasmine, but again it's masculine fragrance, and no, not for me. Okay, next, surprisingly, I will go with Rouge Smoking, just because it's so sweet and I'm not a fan of sweet fragrances, but I am sure someone who loves sweet fragrances like vanilla, cherry, sweetness will absolutely go crazy over this one. Next, I think I'm going to go with Gris de Charnel, but I'm very intrigued by it. It's quite unique, it's very unique, it's very hard to describe. I guess this one is a fragrance that I have to try again and again and again, but for now it's not for me. Now it's getting really difficult to choose. I think I will go with Citrus Riviera. Actually, I like it a lot, but because it's not unique. I smelled similar fragrances like from Acqua di Parma, and so it's not quite unique. But this is a kind of fragrance that I will have to test, to see for them like longevity and so. So for now, it's not something that I'm looking for. So this is Citrus Riviera. Next, I will have to go with Tabac Rose. I actually like tobacco and the tobacco note, but here it's very predominant, and I like more the fragrances where the tobacco gets like a backseat. But this is an absolutely stunner actually. So Tabac Rose. So now it's very difficult for me to choose, but I think I will go with Tubereuse Imperiale, shockingly, for only because it reminds me so much of Vert Malachite, and I do prefer Jasmin to Tuberose, but this is a stunner. And the beast mode, I can tell from now this is a beast mode fragrance. Beautiful, beautiful. The benzoin is absolutely stunning here. Next, I have to go with Bouquet de Hongrie. This will be on my wish list, definitely. But I have to see it as a longevity. This reminds me of kind of a spring morning in a garden. So beautiful, so delicate, feminine. Oh, airy is just so feminine. This is, for me, a symbol of femininity. Love it. And my first pick will be Ce Soir. Oh, this is beautiful. I know I will sound very ridiculous because I'm comparing like designer to a niche, but if you like La Belle from Jean-Paul Gaultier, you will definitely love this one, because it's not, they are not the same, but they have the same vibe. And this is much better, of course. This is so nice. Love it, love it. Again, I think this one will be on my wish list. So these are just my first impression. I will do a dedicated video, like a follow-up video, after testing all of them. So stay tuned for that one. So if you like these kind of videos where like I do a first impression on a niche brands, do check out. I already done quite a lot of them. I will leave them linked down below, and the playlist will be here up in the eye. So this was everything. I hope you liked this video, and I hope it was helpful, and if it did, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. It's free actually. So see you next time. Ciao.